2025. What a year. I've played a lot of games this year. Some I thought I was going to make a video on, only to end up hitting a block that I couldn't overcome, or I finished everything I wanted to talk about by the end of the second page. There were games that were very enjoyable, that I never considered making a video on, but were so fun that I want to recommend them on my channel. There are also games that I have already talked about that have since improved immensely, or have had an update released, or have one planned to be released very soon. I didn't feel that making a bunch of really short videos on my thoughts on these would be the way to do this, but I wanted to give these games a place as I believe everyone should check them out if they haven't. Also, I'm going to talk a bit about this year and some plans for next year. Also, I'm going to quickly rant about the Game Awards, so let's jump in. Castle Crashers. Yes, this classic from 2008 got a massive overhaul. An update called Painter Boss Paradise, a perfect remaster. The gameplay was kept the same. It was simple and effective, but there have been many other changes and additions. A complete do-over of the art while remaining in the same style, showcasing how the artists at the Behemoth have improved their craft over the years, having redrawn the character sprites, character art, map, weapons, enemies, everything, adding a new character to the roster for you to try with new abilities, Paint Jr., adding tools to create your own character and weapon art that are usable in-game, as well as giving you a way to easily try characters that other people have made, making people be able to not only show their love of the game, but to share it with the world through the wonders of the Steam Workshop. And on top of that, there is the ability to go back to the way the game used to be, to see the improvements made and to take a nostalgia trip, which, what a trip it was. I played a little co-op with my friend while playing as Solaire of Astora, and while he was playing as the chaotic good barbarian. Then I did a solo run-through just to see all of the changes to the art as Doomfella, using an exploit that was left in the game because the developers are cool like that. I wanted to see everything, and I wanted to see it quickly. So I power leveled and quickly rip and teared my way through the game. The game is still super fun, and if for some reason you haven't played it yet, you should give it a go, especially with the fresh coat of paint. I know I said I was going to make a video on this one, but it fizzled out really hard in the script writing phase. I wanted to make an ode to couch gaming. The video started as an ode to couch gaming, with a story from my childhood about hanging out with friends at somebody's house, pulling an all-nighter in a trailer with an N64 and a GameCube. It was a trip down memory lane. To a time when gaming, video games or otherwise, was a hobby that used to get you severely bullied and ostracized from people at school. I also talked about how gaming, at the end of the day, has always been and will always be, at its core, a reason to get people together. I noticed that the script started feeling like an old man yelling at the clouds, and I'm not trying to be that guy. So, long story short, this game still slaps. Play it with some friends in the same room as you, because that is the best way to play this game, but most importantly, just hang out with those you care about, and try to do it in person sometimes. It's the best. Give the Behemoth's masterpiece an earned last hurrah. Barony. I truly fell in love with this game, and have sunk plenty of more hours into it since making my video on it. There is a big update coming out in 2 parts. The first part will completely overhaul and expand the magic system in the game. That was already a lot of fun. The devs will be adding dozens of spells, more DLC classes and playable races, and new weapons, further adding to the insane replayability this game already has. Part 2 of this update is planned to release in early 2026, which will add new dungeon floors, enemies, bosses, secret floors, and even more spells. The folks at Turning Wheel Games truly love this game, and it shows. I am extremely excited for this game's future, and am once again asking you to give this game a shot, because it is incredible, and it is only getting better. Part 1 of the update has just been confirmed to release in January of 2026, after a slight delay from the original planned release date of December of this year. This is gonna be awesome. Go download Barony, dude. Sulfur. Do you like guns? Do you like destroying evil? Do you like boomer shooters? Play Sulfur, it's super fun. It also has a really cool gun modification system that lets you play with a lot of the game's statistics like damage, bullet drop, bullet speed, fire rate, projectile amount, projectile size and weight, and more. It's a game that looks simple on the surface, but it has a surprising depth to its systems that make it worth a try. Also, the boss fights are really fun. It's a good time. Go play it. For the King 2. This is one of my favorite sequels. For the King 2 took what the first game did, expanded on it, and made the combat system deeper. As someone who enjoys gambling mechanics, this game uses a percentile dice system to measure the success and failure of attacks and ability checks. This is a hex crawl board game mixed with a turn-based combat game with the vibes of Dungeons and Dragons, and I love it. Check it out, but be warned, this game will kick your ass. He is Coming. A mechanically simple but difficult game where you run around a map collecting gear until a boss forces you to fight them. It's a classic choose between three things roguelike, and I love those kinds of games, and this game is super fun. Also, it's a game you don't have to be a god gamer to do well in, as all of the combat is auto-battled and turn-based, so skill comes in the form of game knowledge. Not much to talk about with this one, it's just a lot of fun. It's super cheap too, so give it a look and see if it interests you. Project Zomboid. Project Zomboid's Build 42 has had a lot of progress made on it since I dropped my Zomboid video. It very recently had multiplayer added to it, so it's definitely worth diving into now if you were waiting for multiplayer like I was. The update is very deep, and it feels like a massive improvement all around, so check it out. Ball X Pit. This game has consumed so much of my time as of late.
Jesus Christ.
I think I got it about a couple of weeks ago. It is supremely addictive, in a similar way that Balatro was. Another choose between three random things roguelike, but it takes Brick Breaker, mixes it with Space Invaders, and adds a gambling upgrade system to it. What more do you want? Play this game for the love of God. Helldivers 2. Lots of crazy updates have come out for Helldivers 2 since my video. New weapons, new stratagems, new biomes, new enemy strains, and Hive Lords. The game still slaps. The PSN requirement no longer exists, thank God, but the game is still unavailable for purchase in the countries where the PSN ban was originally in place, which is still cringe, Sony, still cringe. There's still a lot of people complaining about the weapon balance, but I feel like it's in a better spot these days than it has been in a long time. Personally, I feel there's always room to improve, but the amount of complaining about the weapon balance is a bit too much for where it is right now. Like, I played when the Breaker shotgun was regarded as the only viable option for primaries. I still enjoyed myself, but like now there's a lot of choices. Now you have a genuine selection of guns to pick between. Anyways, if you haven't played this game in a while, jump back in, it's really fun. Dredge. Dredge got some DLC. It looks really fun. Looks to be more of the same, but if you like Dredge as much as I did, it's probably worth a look. Quick Game Awards recap. Clair Obscur dominated the Game Awards, winning 9 of the 10 categories that it was nominated for, to nobody's surprise. Well deserved. No Man's Sky won Best Ongoing, despite Sean's pre-release lying spree.
What? What?
There are probably a fair few people who bought this game who are no longer with us, who never got to experience the game that they were advertised because of Sean. That's why I disdain it so much. Not the devs, just Sean. Alright, I'm done ranting about it forever. That's it, I'm done. Trailers, Divinity, Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic, directed by Casey Hudson. Right out of the gate? Holy shit. Okay, let's see what you got. Sequel to Control, that's pretty cool. Mega Man. Alright. Miss Piggy skits that come with a weird insinuation that Jeff Keighley copulated with a puppet. Okay, what else? Total War Warhammer 40k. This is awesome. Looking forward to trying that. I put a lot of hours into Total War Warhammer 3 and 2. A Star Wars pod racing game. Nice, I enjoyed that as a kid. Lenny Kravitz as a Bond villain. Interesting choice. I like Lenny Kravitz's music. See how he is as a Bond villain, I guess. Cool. New Resident Evil game with Leon. Exciting. Tomb Raider game. Cool. Alright, there is some cool stuff here. Also, this legend is back and he's pulling every kind of flute possible out of his inventory. Where was he keeping that? The final announcement, what's it gonna be? This is gonna be crazy, right? High Guard. New IP. It's a bold choice for a grand finale, and it looks extremely weird. And I don't know if it's in a good way. There's like 50 fantasy aesthetics clashing with each other in this trailer alone, and the gameplay looks fairly generic. Okay. Pacing was clearly off for the trailers this year, but overall, I enjoyed the Game Awards this year, although nobody enjoyed the Game Awards as much as the cast of Street Fighter.
Street Fighter forever!
Schultz cannot be
Forever,
trusted with this.
baby, forever!
Kidding. He's joking.
How high do you think these guys were? Be honest. Also, casting Andrew Schultz was a decision, and not a very good one. I do not like this man. Anyways, this has been a pretty crazy year for this channel. The year kicked off with the insane performance of the Project Zomboid video I uploaded at the end of last year, to making the immensely long mouth-washing video that I'm very proud of, hitting 3,000 subscribers, another thing that I'm pretty proud of. I've learned some things this year while posting content on this channel about YouTube and about myself. I've learned how to be okay with letting an idea go. I've learned how to speed up my writing process a bit, but I've also learned that I have a genuine difficulty maintaining concentration on things, even things that I am extremely passionate about. But at other times, I can hammer out like a week's worth of writing in like one night or 2 nights. I might have to get assessed for that. Anyways, I've learned that I still feel nervous every time I post a video, and that I get stage fright. But in the past, when I was acting, I didn't get it like this. This is a new flavor of stage fright. And finally, I've learned that despite all of that, I'm still enjoying myself. And that at the end of the day should always be the goal. I want to dive a little deeper into this project of mine in the coming year, and I want to get to making more things and doing more things for my own self-betterment and for my own life goals, not just for this YouTube channel. I've written a list of goals for 2026. Here we go. Number 1, I'm going to start streaming on Twitch. I feel like if I'm going to be doing this YouTube thing, I should be streaming on Twitch. I might do it like twice a week, not sure yet. I'm going to be uploading clips or clip montages, probably clips. I feel like shorts is something I could take from the streams. Anyways, gonna be doing that. Number 2, I'm going to make the short film that I have the script written for. I have a script written. I wrote like 20-something drafts. It's ready. I just need to make the damn thing. So that's going to happen this year. 3, I'm going to look into how to get started in voice acting. And if things go really well, I'm going to book a role. 1, like I know how to act, and I could take classes to learn how to get better at doing that. But I've taken classes, and absolutely none of them have told me anything about, hey, where do I go to like look for my first gig? None of them have said that. So I'm gonna try and figure that out this year. 4 is a lofty one. This YouTube channel is gonna hit 10,000 subscribers. We'll see how that goes, but that's my goal. I want this channel to be at 10K by the end of this coming year. And that means I gotta step up. I gotta make stuff, and I gotta make it quicker. 5, this is a personal one, I'm going to continue running the Dungeons & Dragons game that I started this year. Gonna keep that up. That's for me and for my players. But I'm gonna keep that up, gotta maintain that. It's good to have fun goals too. Number 6, I'm going to get back into auditioning for film projects. I miss it. I used to act. I wanna get back into it. And I've been like in this headspace of I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And then last year I was actually going to do it, and then I had to get tooth surgery. And then I was super embarrassed about my denture and very self-conscious about that. And I've overcome that now. I still have the denture, I'm still wearing it, is what it is. No, I'm not gonna take it out, but I wanna get back into that. I've, discovered denture glue and the wonders of that. And I realized that I've just been very in my head about things in this regard, and I need to just get back out there and start doing stuff, Number 7, I'm going to maintain my current upload schedule of 1 big video per month, but I'm gonna try and get more done. All right, I'm going to try and push myself, but if I fail, I'm gonna maintain this upload schedule. 1 big video per month. I'm pushing myself. I'm gonna push myself, I'm gonna do my best. 8, I have been working on a script for a Frostpunk television show. I'm going to keep working on that, and my goal is to have a draft of season 1 by the end of next year, or be pretty damn close to having the entirety of season 1. I have the ideas for what's going to happen in each episode, but I just want to have a draft done. A full season of television. 9. I'm going to better prioritize my health. I'm going to get back into the gym, and I'm going to stay in the gym. I'm 30. I can't afford to be lacking in this department. 10. I'm gonna fix my sleep schedule, and I'm gonna maintain that shit, because there is no way I'm gonna be able to get all of this other stuff done if my sleep schedule is not in a good place. That's my list of goals for this year. 10 goals. I look forward to seeing how many I meet in the next 12 months, and I will be doing a check-in video halfway through the year. The reason why I'm making this video is because I want to form a better relationship with time. Also, I feel like talking about it might help somebody listening who might be struggling with this as well, who can't quite put it to words. I have unfortunately not had the best relationship with time. I've always respected everyone else's, but I've never respected my own as much as I should. Because of things I've been through, I've lived in fear of things that have made me afraid to start, restart, or continue things that I've always been very passionate about. And this video is my declaration that I will prioritize doing over thinking. I'm gonna stop living in fear. I'm gonna stop freezing when things get uncomfortable because I have to. Because that is life. And this is my life. The only one I got. I'm gonna have to get better at asking for help with things, despite the fact that it hasn't really gone well for me in the past. But I know that that was just unfortunate luck with unfortunate people. I recommend that all of you make a list like this, and dream big while you do it, and try your best to honor the commitment that you made to yourself. If you want to follow me on Twitch, the link is in the description. I know the world is insane right now, but take some time this holiday season for yourself to think about your future. Not the future, just yours, without the rest of the world's madness and evil and insanity. That stuff will still be there waiting for you when you're done, so do this for you. Think of that ideal version of the life that you want and try to go get it this year. Try to earn some trust with yourself and a better relationship with your own time. We all deserve it. Happy holidays, and I will see you in the new year. Have a good one.